Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Krystal. If you're new here, welcome, and I hope you guys stay a while. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some makeup fails, products that did not work out for me. You might like these products. I personally did not. Now, some of these products I do want to return to the store. They've been sitting around for a little while and I'm just ready to return them and get my money back. So I figured since I'm back at filming, I might as well get this video filmed for you guys. But the first product I want to talk about is a highlighter palette. This is called the Cheat Day palette. This is by Model's Own. I purchased this at Ulta. Now this is called the Cheek Glaze highlighter palette. The reason I picked this up is because it said Cheek Glaze. And when I think of Cheek Glaze, like the word glaze, I'm thinking of a glossy finish highlighter, like a powder formula, but it has like a really beautiful sheen that where it looks glossy on the skin. So I picked this up hoping that that would be the case with the formula, and it disappointed. I just don't like the formula, and I don't really like the colors for everyday highlighters. And I had trouble telling what the colors were on the website, but when I look at the back of this, I was like, so this looks purple, like yellow basically, and like pink. And so yeah, I'm just not happy with the quality of the powders as well as the shades of the powders. So I have used this a couple times. The packaging, I do like it. It's just white, does have the color names on the back, and it's just overall nice packaging. Has a nice big mirror in it, and you do get really great sized highlighters in here. I'm not crazy about the formula. I guess I could put a little bit of one on for you guys. So I feel like this one's like a peachy pink. This one is very yellow gold, and this one is like a pinkish purple lavender shift. So they're kind of duochrome. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the, maybe the lavender one-ish on. Don't really have a whole lot of highlighter on today. I don't know, I just feel like they look a little bit like powdery and not anything of what I was thinking. Like I thought they were gonna be glazed, like glossy, and I feel like they just sit on the skin kind of heavy and they don't have the best sheen to them. And again, I don't really like the colors, so not my favorite. I don't even know if you guys can tell. I'm gonna give you some close-up swatches. But yeah, I'm just not impressed with these at all. So this is gonna go back to the store. And then this was a product that was sent to me. So I received a PR box from Sally Beauty Supply with some new products that they're carrying. And I had been intrigued with these new Palladio Eyeland Vibes palettes. And unfortunately, you know, this one was in the box and it just did not work for me. I do have a little bit of the purple shade like in my crease, but these are just not very pigmented at all. Like they're so sheer and they're just not my cup of tea. Like I just want my eyeshadows to be pigmented, and they come off pretty sheer. I feel like some of the more colorful shades are a little better than like these light ones really don't show up very well at all. And I tried to do like a tutorial with this, and I just was not feeling it because I just feel like the shadow quality is not great. So I would say pass on these. I know they have several different ones. It does come with a double-ended applicator, and I think these are kind of expensive for a drugstore, and based on the quality, I just don't think it's worth the price at all. They might have been around $12 or so. I just feel like you can get something better for that from like Makeup Revolution. So the quality's not there, the pigmentation's not there. I just was not impressed with this, and I tried to use it several times. If you're somebody who likes, like you want to wear color, but you want it to be very, very sheer, this might be for you. But if you want like intense pigmentation, this is not going to give you that. So I would say skip this one for sure. I recently purchased some products from Kokie Cosmetics. So they do sell this brand at select Walmarts, and they also have the brand on Walmart.com. I've been very interested in it, and they do have this brand at a Walmart near my job, which is like 50 minutes away from my house. But everything was always very picked over, so I never purchased anything in person. So they were having like 30% off, and I decided to make a purchase on their website because I was intrigued with their new eyeshadow palette. So I did purchase quite a few things, and I do think I might do a video on them. But one of the products I know that I don't like, because I have tested it out, and I've tested out the other products as well, but This one I just know that I don't like it. It's the Brow Mascara Tinted Eyebrow Gel, and I got the shade Light Brown. First off, I don't like this shade at all. I feel like it's very warm, and I just don't like the wand. Like, I'll do a close-up for you guys, but the wand, I just feel like it's too big and the bristles are a little bit too spread out, and I'm just not crazy about the color. I don't know, like, I do have some warmth in my hair, but I, for the most part, like to use more taupe shades in my brows. I don't like them to look too warm, and I just feel like this color is just way too warm, and I just don't like how the brush combs out my hairs. I just don't like the wand and how it combs the hairs, and I feel like it's a little messy because it's a little bit big. So I'm just not liking the color or the applicator of this. So it was kind of hard to test out the formula because I've only used it a few times. So Sephora recently released some new Sephora brand eyeshadows. I have purchased some of their shadows in the past, and I do think some of them were really nice, and then others weren't so great. So they did come out with newer ones, and they're actually smaller and they are less expensive. So they're only $8 now. I think they used to be around $12, but they were bigger. So now they're $8, and I guess that's a good thing in a way, because like, how fast are you gonna go through an eyeshadow, you know what I mean? And they're a little bit more affordable. So I picked up several of these, and I'm only gonna keep, I think, 2 or 3 of the ones that I picked up, and I have several here. I actually didn't open all of them because I was disappointed with quite a few of them that I was like, I'm not gonna bother opening all of them. You can actually open the top like this just to use the shadow as is, and it feels a little loose, and the reason is because you can also pop open the bottom and take the pan out, which is a cool concept, because if you just like to pop your single shadows in your own magnetic palette, then you can do that with these. So like I said, I picked up several of these and I was just disappointed in the quality. I just feel like the pigmentation and the quality of the shadows is just not good on most of these. And it's basically on the shimmery shades. I feel like they're not shimmery enough, they're not pigmented enough. I wasn't happy with them. I did keep about 2 or 3 of the matte shades. I did like those, so I might share those with you as well, just so you know which ones I did like. So this one is called Catch the Moon. I mean, look at this. That's not good pigmentation at all. This one is Magnolia Garden, and this was kind of pretty, but I had to build it up so much it wasn't worth it. Even wet, it really just is not worth it in my opinion. I feel like you can get one shade similar to this from MakeupNme that's a lot more foiled. But do you see what I mean? Like, it's just lackluster. There's just not a lot of shine to it. It's just very dull, not a lot of pigmentation. This one is Dear Cactus. It looks like it's going to be this beautiful duochrome, but it just doesn't give enough color payoff. Like, I try to swatch it right there. I don't know, it just looks blah. You know what I mean? Can you tell what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't wow me. So this one here is a matte, and it's Chou a la Creme. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this is more of a cool tone shade. It's kind of like a grayish, taupey purple-y color. This one is called Scented Candle. I believe I have this one already. I think some of these are duplicates from their older shadows. They may just have kept some of the older shades and then came out with some newer shades. So that one's like a mauve shade. I feel like these don't swatch as well as they go on the eye, but I do feel like there are better mattes out there for sure, like MakeupNme mattes or ColourPop mattes. So out of the 3 mattes, I feel like this one is the best one. This is called Sand Dunes. I feel like this one's softer than the others and more pigmented, as you can see. So this one is actually my favorite of all of them. You can definitely see the difference in pigmentation. So I'm gonna keep these 3 mattes, but I'm gonna go ahead and return the rest of the shades. Overall, I just don't think those Sephora shadows are great quality, especially the shimmer finishes. I think they have 3 finishes, the shimmer, the matte, and the glitter. I did not pick up any of the glitters. There was one that I wanted. It was called Unicorn, I believe, and that one was out of stock. So I ended up finding it in store and swatching it, and I was just not impressed with that one either. So, and if you look at the reviews online, they're not good. So I'm gonna actually take back these 3 that I opened and these 3 that I did not open, And then I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the 3 mattes because that last one is really good quality. Soft, pigmented, blends really nice. These other 2, they're a little bit more cool toned. They perform nicely, but I do feel like you can get better quality, I feel, with like Makeup Geek or ColourPop for sure. So these other ones, they're going back to the store. So I'm not impressed with these. I would not recommend them at all. Another product I was not impressed with is this sponge. I did mention this in a Loves and Letdowns video before, but I had it sitting out here on my desk and I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. It is very, very hard. It's a sponge from Col-lab Makeup, which you can find at Sally Beauty Supply in stores as well as online. And that brand has a lot of good products. I do wanna do like a full dedicated video on that brand. I actually did film one, like a get ready with me, testing out the products and talking about them because I had used them before that video. But the video was so long that I just chucked it. So anyway, this sponge from that brand, I just don't like it. It's so stiff and firm and I just don't like that. The shape, you know, is nice. It has like a point and a flat end. So that's nice for blending out concealer. And I can still use that part for concealer. I don't mind if my sponge is a little bit harder for concealer, but as far as foundation application, I don't like when they're really firm and hard. Even wetting this, it was still so hard. So don't recommend that at all. And then I think the last product that I wanted to mention in this video is this Essence Color Correcting Liquid Concealer. And they have several different shades of this concealer. I purchased mine in store and I had seen it online and I thought about getting it, but I saw it in store and I liked that it was a very light pink color corrector. I feel like those are really nice to brighten under the eyes. So I picked it up and I was hoping that it would be good. And unfortunately, the formula is so sheer that it just doesn't color correct because it's so sheer. I'm just like, what? I'm just not impressed with this. This is gonna go back to the store as well. The doe foot applicator is just like a traditional lip gloss applicator. This one's called Pastel Pink. It says liquid creamy color correcting concealer. Pink visibly brightens tired looking skin. So they also have a yellow and a green one. So this is a swatch right here. Look how sheer it is. I mean, this blends out to like nothing. So how is this gonna color correct under my eyes if it absolutely has no coverage at all? I mean, look at this. I know it's supposed to brighten, but like it really blends into nothing. So that is a hard pass. Apparently I completely forgot to film an outro, so I do apologize about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.